Hey, what's up, guys? It's Hayden.
Hey, and I'm Emma. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for joining us once again. We are back with another review. It has been a little while. We've been doing a few trailer reactions the last few times, but we are back with another review. And like most Marvel fans, and we are quite big Marvel fans, we had to watch WandaVision. But admittedly, if you saw our trailer reaction to WandaVision a few months back, you may have got the vibe that we weren't entirely sold on the trailer.
It's a bit cryptic,
on the show.
Wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
We didn't really react much. We're just like, what is this?
Where are they going?
Where are they going with it?
So, yeah, admittedly, we didn't jump on this show straight away. It actually took a little bit of convincing by some friends. We had some friends who started watching it straight away. And I don't think it was until about episode 3 or 4 had released that they were like, you need to watch it. It gets good. So we're like, oh, okay, we'll give it a go. And I know what they were talking about. Yeah. I think around that episode 3-4 mark is where it did start to pick up. And look, I am glad that we did eventually sit down and watch it because I think overall we did enjoy it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
And just quickly, this will be a spoiler-free review. So if you haven't seen the show yet, don't fret. We won't spoil anything for you. We'll just give you our overall thoughts on the show. So stick around.
Yeah. So WandaVision follows Wanda and Vision in this kind of sitcom world. And it's a bit of a mystery, an unraveling mystery about what's going on. And that's about all I can say without spoiling too much.
Yeah.
It definitely is a mystery. And as you go through the episodes, it starts to just peel off layers of this onion, right? Just peel off layers of this mystery and you're just kind of finding a little bit more and a little bit more and it starts to make more and more sense. And I enjoyed that aspect of it. I enjoyed that they, the fact that they tried to do something different with this. Yeah. They're not, displaying it as a typical kind of Marvel film or show. They tried to do, something a little bit different with the sitcom aesthetic. And I feel like they nailed the sitcom aesthetic. I feel like that part of the show was really, really well done.
Yes. And I think that was one thing that was quite exciting about the show was they did explore these different eras of sitcoms and it was quite fun to sit there and kind of work out, what show are they basing this off this time? And I think we nailed a few of them. We're like, this looks so much like that and this looks so much like that show. So and I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, they just kind of nailed all the little tropes and stuff that those shows like to do. It was just really well done. They did their research. They knew what they were doing. Yeah,
they really made sure that they kind of mimicked the type of shows that were coming out in the the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and so on. So, and I think they did a really good job.
Yeah. Definitely something new, something different. I appreciate that because it has become, I don't want to say stale, but they've kind of found their niche, they found their brand and they kind of stick with that quite a lot, except for maybe Thor Ragnarok, but that was just Taika Waititi just doing his thing. But they've definitely got a brand, they've got a niche, and I like that they kind of started this off with something a little bit different. Yes, it did kind of fall back into that niche every now and then and maybe became a little bit cookie cutter Marvel at times. But that's to be expected, that's their brand, that's what they do, and I can't really hate them for that.
Yeah, I definitely think we should give them credit for trying something new, something fresh. And if you have seen the trailer but you haven't seen the show yet and you were a little bit put off by the black and white sitcom stuff, for example, and you're not really into that, power through, because those first few episodes, they are quite short episodes.
Yeah, they're only half an hour episodes.
They're only half an hour episodes, and they are quite cute and lighthearted and funny. So push through those because, as it was said to us, around that episode 3, episode 4 is when it really starts to kick into gear, and the episodes really do leave you guessing, I think. At the end of, even after, episodes 1 and 2 still, we were like, okay, what's going on here? Yeah. Like, you do want to keep watching to find out what the hell is going on because there was a lot of mystery around the show for quite a few of the early episodes. And yeah, it does pick up. So give it a chance and power through. Don't be put off by those aesthetics that they're going for. It does get enjoyable.
But I can see some people just really enjoying that those sitcom episodes.
Oh, yes,
like
absolutely.
really kind of digging that stuff, which I
Yeah.
think is great. Especially some of the older fans that maybe grew up in those time periods.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I thought that was really good. And I feel like they nailed the aesthetic with that.
Yeah.
But maybe just, went into that cookie cutter Marvel niche that they kind of do a little bit here and there as well. I thought the acting was really good. Everyone was solid.
Yes.
Catherine
Hahn, yep.
I thought was a really good addition. We're used to seeing her in a lot of comedic roles. I just keep thinking of her from Step Brothers. That kind of horny wife.
I love her in Step Brothers.
That tries to jump John C. Reilly's bones constantly through the movie. She's always in like these comedic roles, and it was really good to see her in, not only bring her comedic chops to this, but also get a little bit more serious at times too. And we rarely see that side of her as an actor, so I thought that was really good. And of course, Olsen and Bettany just doing their thing, they're both fantastic as well. They've got that chemistry now, which is really evident on screen. So that was really good. So everyone did a really good job in that department. And there's also some really good kind of cameos and a bit of an ensemble cast as well. And you see a couple of, smaller characters from the universe creep in as well.
Yeah, I think they did have some very fun and quite clever cameos too. There was one very clever cameo, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you haven't seen it, but for those who have seen the show, around episode 5, I think it was, we had a pretty funny cameo.
Yeah.
But it was quite clever how they did it.
Yeah, very, very nice little tie in there.
Yeah. So if you're familiar and a fan of the extended Marvel universe, I think you'd get a kick out of that cameo.
Yeah.
That was quite enjoyable. So yeah, the cast was great. I did enjoy it. I think I enjoyed the show a lot more than you did.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good, but I didn't love it. I didn't fall in love with it. I feel like the bar for television shows has just been set so high in the last decade. There's just so much good stuff out there that it takes a bit to really crack that for me now, to really get into that top tier. And
You've been privileged.
Yes, exactly. And I just don't feel like this did enough. And especially the ending, I thought it just didn't really hit that emotional gut punch I was hoping it would hit.
Yeah.
I want to be feeling emotions. Like Mandalorian, the finale Mandalorian, had me in an absolute mess. That's what I want to kind of feel. And I just don't know if it landed that.
Yeah. I have to admit, I think I was expecting a little bit more for the show and the season finale as well. I still liked it though. I think it still delivered what they were hoping to. Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect with this show though going in. So I am questioning whether there is going to be a season 2 though.
Yeah, because they kind of wrapped it up, but left one or two things open. So
yeah, it's a bit hard to say whether they are. I don't know if anything's come out since the season finale has aired. If there is going to be a season 2. Or if the show is now just going to roll over into the other Marvel shows that are getting released soon, like Loki and...
which I think will most likely be the case, judging by the final scene of the finale, There's seemingly a bit of tie-in there, and I feel like being Marvel and what Marvel does... That's what they do. The whole cinematic universe ties in together. That's what they do. That's what they've made famous now. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be any different. This is phase 4, is it?
Something
of the
like
cinematic
that.
universe?
Yeah.
So they're bringing, these shows are all tying into the movies, and the movies into the shows, and it's all kind of part of their master plan, their overarching story, which is, why we love Marvel, and it's why we like to keep watching. Because it's not like it's just not one and done, right? It's just constantly evolving, exploring, ever-evolving storyline. We get to see these characters go through so much, and it's really good to see.
Yeah. So what's the next Marvel thing coming? Is it Falcon
and
Winter Soldier?
I think, yeah.
And then we've got Loki.
Yes.
I think there's a few other things in the works. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see how that all unfolds. I think if you're a Marvel fan, you should watch this. I think because it does flesh out, the universe in general, but it does tie into the movies, and as we just said, I think it is going to overlap into these other shows. So if you do want to see these other shows coming out, it might help to have this backstory there as well.
I feel like it fleshes out some of the side characters too.
Yeah.
Especially Wanda, because she's been a bit of a side character. We haven't really explored much of her backstory, and I thought this was a really good way of doing that. And we do get to see a little bit more of, like, where she came from and all that, which is really good.
Yeah.
Vision, I guess we've kind of seen him, born in the cinematic universe. And we've kind of seen a little bit of him through the movie. So I guess there wasn't as much to explore with him, but definitely with Wanda, we got to see a lot of that, which I thought was really good.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is doing. We're exploring these side characters, the characters that haven't really got a standalone show or movie for themselves yet. Which I think is really good, because I feel like we do need to get to know these characters a little bit more and care for them a little bit more. Because they're the ones that are going to be carrying the cinematic universe from now on.
Yeah.
Because we've lost a couple of our big names. I feel like these other guys are going to start stepping up.
Yeah. We need some superheroes to fall in love with again.
Exactly. So
get excited about.
I feel like that's what this phase of the cinematic universe is going to do. And, I think WandaVision is a good start for that. It's a good start.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't hate it. Did a lot of things right. Just didn't fall in love. That's all.
Yeah. But definitely give it a chance.
Absolutely. Yep, definitely give it a chance. But I think we'll leave it there. If you haven't checked it out, please do. But if you have, please let us know what you thought in the comments below. Slam that like button if you like what we do. Subscribe to our channel and become part of the Headspace Films community. Hit the bell for the notifications to be notified of what we've got coming up next. And most importantly of all, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
See you later.